Hello, everyone, and it's time again for another unfiltered episode. This time featuring, well, no, it's always featuring me. But the topic today is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. The teaser trailer review slash opinion on the whole matter. So, if you caught my video last week, I left the house for a couple of hours, run some errands, and I come home to the Star Wars trailer online, and I was like, and I missed it just by a few hours, I guess. Um, but then, boom, here it is, Batman v Superman. First, they had announced a 5 second teaser that turned out to be a 20-second, 22-second teaser, and then it leaked, and of course, there was speculation. Oh, they're gonna have to put it online before officially, and of course they did. And then, just like many people thought, mm-mm, this is what they wanted. This is the theater release. There's going to be the IMAX thing is going to be different, and it was. Just this morning we got news of that there's a different cut to it. There's extras. There's different scenes. It's a different trailer, not like the one we just saw. And I saw a lot of comments, a lot of reaction videos, and all right, let's analyze the trailer itself first. What it looks like. It looks cool. Like the cinematography looks really cool. It reminded me of Watchmen in certain parts of it, and it's a cool looking movie. I gotta say, it looks definitely cool. But ah, do I like it? As a trailer, it's all right. It's a teaser, and remember, what's a teaser? Um, a teaser is supposed to show you the tone of the film rather than tell you exactly the plotline and how everything is going to go. No, it starts by showing you little bits and pieces of what you're going to get later on in the trailers and ultimately in the movie. You don't want the movie spoiled in the trailer. Yes, I'm looking at you, Terminator Genesis. Um, so we're treated to the tone. Do I like the tone they're going for? No, I don't. Um, was the teaser effective in getting people excited and hyped for the movie? Yeah, I did. I saw a lot of review videos and reactions, and they're like, "Oh my god, did you see that? Batman's gonna kick Superman's ass. It's gonna be epic. Whoa!" That's what they wanted. And then director Zack Snyder, when they released the promo posters with the Superman face with the Batman logo on it and the Batman face with the Superman logo over it, it's like let's see what people are going for. And then I started seeing the hashtag from many other people like Team Superman, Team Batman, and I don't like that idea. I'm sorry, but I don't. Uh, Remember back in the day, Looney Tunes, when Daffy was just this crazy duck going those hoo 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 hoo, like messing with Porky. That was a fun Daffy. I remember that Daffy. And then all of a sudden, it's like he hates Bugs Bunny and his rival, and he's like, why do I have to play second fiddle to this furry bunny? Um, why? When did this start happening? Why do they have to be frenemies now? And I remember growing up that the idea of Batman and Superman together was like awesome idea. It's like cool. Um, but ever since Frank Miller put out that graphic novel of The Dark Knight Returns, he's not a Superman fan. He's a Batman fan. But for some reason, he's like every Superman hater. This is the green light. If it's in the comics, I can talk about it and I can say Superman sucks, that Batman would kick his butt, and I hate Superman. Like, why? Superman fans are like, oh, wait, hey, Batman is like, yo, Batman, my bro, you take care of Gotham, all right? No, all of a sudden he's like, No, no, we gotta hate each other. We gotta fight, and we're gonna kick your ass. And why would Batman kick Superman's ass? Because he's Batman, and Batman can't do anything. When did this start happening? I don't get it. Now, talking with a friend about the trailer, um, I told him like, you know what? I don't like it. I don't like this idea one bit, and I don't want to see that. And he's like, of course not. You're a Superman fan. You wouldn't like that. And I'm like, let's be real. If they were to fight like for reals, come on, come on. You can throw every argument you want, but in the end, there's no way Batman could beat Superman ever under any circumstance. And they're like, so he's like, come on, that's because you're a Superman fan. Because Batman can't lose to Superman in a fight. They would burn the movie down. Why? And they say it's because you're a Superman fan. Of course, you're gonna take Superman's side. Superman is my number one guy. He's my favorite hero. All right, that's real. All right, but that doesn't mean I hate Batman. I also like Batman. In my top five of superheroes, Batman was number two until recently when they started changing that character that I also love, and they turn him into something that he's not and he's never been until now. Um, but like I don't. I do have my Batman shirt. Little tiny Batman from Batman the Brave and the Bold. Mm-hmm. I don't only collect Superman figures. So see, folks, it's not about hating on one or hating or the other, but I totally hate this idea of making heroes fight each other. They're the good guys. There's no scenario where they should be fighting each other unless they were turned evil by some power somewhere and they are brainwashed. Remember that comic? Um, but other than that, why the hell would they fight? This raises another important issue when it comes to Batman. Um, Batman doesn't kill. Batman hates guns. I love Batman Begins. I own the film. I own the movie. And one thing that I didn't like about that movie is in the end when he's in the train with Ra's al Ghul and he says, what's the line? I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. And he flies out. That's killing him. You should have saved him. If it's a bad guy, you make sure that he faces justice and he goes to jail, but you don't let him die. That's killing him. And in this new trailer for Batman v Superman, unless someone took control of the Batplane, you see that guy firing that bad guy. The Batplane just swoops in and fires, and that guy is so dead. So they are making Batman also kill people slowly, but they are doing that, and people seem to always, you know, go past this and not see it and not realize it. And now they're gonna come to blows. Something else. If you read the comics, and I know some people say like, well, I don't read comics, and you comic geeks are always quoting things that we don't care. We just want to see the movie. Yes, that's fine, but all of these movies are adaptations from comic books and comic book arcs. And Batman doesn't talk to to Clark or Superman and go like, "Do you bleed? You will." No, he doesn't talk to Superman like that ever. They're friends. They don't treat each other like that. Um, by the way, the voice changer, great idea. I think it's gonna work out good for the film. Makes sense. It's no longer the because I'm wearing hockey pads. It's, that was dumb. But this voice changer thing looks good. Then why they hate again Superman? DC and Warner have a lot to do with it because they are portraying Superman, their number one iconic figure in the comic books, the one that gave birth to everything. They are painting him under this dark light. And the movie certainly shows that tone. Yes, you can see Superman's face like when the people are reaching to him, like, oh, my savior. He's like, no, no, this is not good. And those cops or guards or whatever, those with the Superman patch on the side, and they bow to him. He's like, no, this is so wrong. And then there's even a line in it that say, maybe he's just a good guy. He's just trying to do the right thing. Um, but in the end, for the masses, you are putting that message out there that a character like Superman should not be trusted completely. That we should trust only humans. Yeah, because that's worked out great in our history, right? Because all humans are just awesome and great and do nothing but great things, right? Um, Brings me to another point of the movie specifically. I was not thrilled with the casting of um, Mark Zuckerberg to play Lex. He did not look the part. When they showed us the first promo picture with his shaved head, I was like, that looks like Mark Zuckerberg with his head shaved. That's it. But I was like, all right, but let's see what he does. Let's see what he brings to the table because he was great in the Social Network and in Zombieland. He was hilarious. Um, but I just don't see him as Lex Luthor. But now we actually hear the lines. Now you know that devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky. He sounds like Zuckerberg. He doesn't sound like Lex Luthor. And you're like, well, what does Lex Luthor sound like? Well, we have a lot of animated series. Clancy Brown. Um, how did Michael? A lot of Smallville fans out there. How did Michael Rosenbaum sound? And he was a young kid. Um, the animated movies, he's in. He has a physical presence to him, and also the voice to carry that persona. Like I hear that Lex Luthor, the new version, I'll be like, I'm supposed to be afraid of you, and then Superman and Batman are supposed to be afraid of this guy or intimidated by him. Come on, no. Um, I did not like the casting of the original Man of Steel. For the most part, some characters I did like, but many I didn't. And and as the news kept coming out and the teasers started coming out and then the trailers and everything, little by little they convinced me. And by the time that the other trailer came out, and this was in my other video, I was like, yeah, man, it's gonna rock. And I went to the movie so excited, and I came out disappointed because that's just not who Superman is to me. I know that's the Superman for a lot of people, and obviously for Zack Snyder, but not for me. And I came out the movie disappointed. So fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you won't, Zack. Um, Especially with what's been coming out in the trailers and in social media and everything. Um, I'm just not gonna be there opening weekend. I won't. I want to wait because I don't want to be there with a bunch of Superman haters, pseudo Bat fans, um, feeling angry at the movie. I'm gonna wait until like Monday or Tuesday, and I'm gonna go to the first show like at 2 p.m. because I don't want that many people in the theater to check it out, and then make my mind whether the movie is good or not. But everything they've been showing is like, nah, no, I don't, and I don't get it. I don't see why they have to make them fight. My Superman, my Batman, they're friends. They fight together. I just forgot I was gonna show you a cover from Superman Batman comics. That's who they are, world's finest, side by side, like bros, you know. Um, and I don't want to make a video of why would Superman beat Batman in a fight because first of all, he would never fight him. Period. And if there were a reason for them to fight, there would not be a fight. Period. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below so you can check out Angry Joe's 10 Reasons Why. If you must have an argument for the fight, check that video out. Um, and that's why you see those pictures here on Facebook. All right, because that's how I see Batman and Superman being bros. And I'm also going to leave you with another link to a world's finest fan-made kind of pro trailer of what a Superman Batman movie could have been and should have been. And that looks a lot more um, appropriate than what they seem to be going for in this movie. Now, if you say, dude, you haven't even seen the movie yet, how can you be judging it? Exactly. I can't judge the movie because the movie hasn't come out yet. What I'm judging and what I'm going at is at the tone. And I saw a lot of comments on dumb comments on Facebook, and I was gonna go and start commenting, and I was like, you can't argue with these people because they have dumb arguments. Their whole reason for Batman beating Superman is because he's Batman. Um, they were like, oh, this this dumb Superman fans, they just won't accept the supremacy of Batman. LOL. Supremacy of Batman. And some other guys like, why are you no, what was the comment? Uh yeah. Um Batman does everything out of righteousness. He fights against injustice, and he does it because it's the right thing to do, not because of the glory, like Superman. What? When did you ever see this? Do you even like one of the guys that commented on this is a friend of mine. He doesn't read comics. His only perception of those heroes is what he sees on the media, on the movies, and this is what happened. What happens when Warner's and DC put this image out there? Like, so Superman doesn't fight for remember truth, justice, the American way, or truth, justice, and freedom for all. That's that's Superman. Um, why don't they want to see that? I don't know. He does it for the glory. No, he doesn't. That's why he has the double identity, the secret identity. And Clark is just a meek guy, a humble guy who has a regular job, who grew up, on a farm with good family values. Um, he's not doing it for the glory. He helps because it's the right thing to do. Hope. Um, but a lot, and then so I didn't want to comment on this. I didn't want to go like someone. He was like hashtag Team Batman, and then someone else was like hashtag Team Superman, and then the first guy's like, well then you're not my friend anymore. Batman and Superman are friends, dudes. So you gotta double check that. You gotta go check your sources and see what's happening here. And a final comment. I don't. They say yeah. I mean, and Batman is from Earth. He's not from another planet. So you can identify. Uh, that's why you identify with Batman a lot more so than with Superman, because Superman's an alien and Batman is a human. So you don't identify with an alien because he is a good guy. He is humble. He doesn't call attention to himself. He's not a millionaire. He has a regular job, uh, a steady relationship, a good relationship with his parents. You don't relate to that. No, you relate to the billionaire playboy who has homes and mansions all over the world and drives Lamborghinis to work, and you go to dinner with supermodels. Oh yeah, I can totally relate to that, bro. Yeah, just last night I had dinner with Kate Upton. Not. So I think if we're truly honest, people hate Superman because of what he represents. He's calling out attention to, dude, is not what you can do, it's what you should do, and you should always do the right thing. No, they want to be like Batman. They want to be millionaires. They want to be flashy. They want to have the homes, the fancy cars. It's not about the justice thing. It's not about fighting crime. It's not about doing the right thing. And that's what Superman is all about, man. Superman is about you don't do the right thing because you have superpowers. You do what you can with what you have because the right thing to do is to help people. And you do it without saying, "Hey, look at me, I did it." All right. Uh, Batman helps, and he doesn't say, "Hey, look at me, how I help." Um, but his motivations are different. Remember, his origins are different. But in the end, I don't think people like having a Superman figure because then that tells you, dude, you should be doing whatever you can to do the right thing as well. And I think that's the point. But I think that could be a whole other video, and this video is already ran for too long. So, what do you think? Did you see the trailer? Are you gonna go on opening day? Are you gonna be a hater? Are you gonna be a fan? Um, what's your idea on all of this? And remember, do you subscribe? You will. Click that subscribe button. And remember, no matter how dark things get here, always look up in the sky.